I went to a wedding where nobody knew who was getting married. The invitation arrived tucked inside a junk mail flyer. Thick cream cardstock, embossed gold lettering. No names, just "You are cordially invited to celebrate a union." It gave a date, a time, and an address for an old manor house miles out of town. No return address, no RSVP information. I should have thrown it out. But I was bored and honestly curious. Who sends an invite like that? Maybe it was some elaborate prank by my friends. So Saturday evening, I put on a decent shirt and drove out there. The manor was huge, set way back from the road down a gravel path. Ivy crawled thick over stone walls. Music drifted faintly from inside, something slow and old-fashioned, maybe a waltz. Cars were parked haphazardly on the overgrown lawn. Nice cars, too. I added my beat-up sedan to the collection and walked towards the open front doors. Light spilled out. Inside, it was dimly lit. Candles flickered everywhere. Maybe 50 people mingled in a large hall. They held drinks, murmured quietly. Everyone was dressed up, suits and formal dresses. But nobody looked familiar. I did not recognize a single face. I grabbed a glass of champagne from a passing tray. I tried to catch snippets of conversation. People talked about the weather, about work, about anything but a wedding. I did not hear a bride's name or a groom's. I drifted towards a small group near a fireplace. Lovely ceremony, was it not? I tried, hoping to blend in. A woman with tight grey hair smiled vaguely. Oh, yes, quite. She turned back to her companion. Another man nearby just nodded, his eyes distant. Nobody asked who I was. Nobody seemed to care. I wandered through archways deeper into the house. More guests, same quiet murmuring, same strange avoidance of the topic. I started to feel prickles on my neck. Where was the happy couple? Where were the families? There was no top table, no gift pile, no photos. I found a woman standing alone by a window, looking out into the dark garden. "Excuse me," I said, keeping my voice low. "I feel a bit silly asking, but whose wedding is this?" She turned slowly. Her eyes were dark, unreadable. She did not smile. "Does it matter?" she asked. Her voice was soft, almost a whisper. "We are here to celebrate the union. That is enough." I mumbled an apology and backed away. My heart started thumping. This was not right. The air felt thick, heavy. The quiet chatter seemed less like polite conversation and more like a shared, uneasy silence. I looked around the room again. The guests. They all had the same look. Polite masks but empty eyes, like they were waiting for something. Or maybe they were trapped. I saw the music was not coming from speakers. A string quartet played in a shadowed corner, their movements stiff, mechanical. They never looked up. I needed to leave. I turned towards the entrance, trying not to hurry. As I reached the main hall again, I noticed something I had not before. High on the wall above the fireplace where a portrait might hang was a large, ornate, empty frame. Gold leaf, intricately carved, just empty. All the guests seemed to be subtly facing it, not staring directly but angled towards it, waiting, celebrating. I did not wait to see what happened next. I walked out the front door, got in my car and drove away fast. I did not look back. I still do not know who or what was getting married that night. I just know I was not supposed to be there. And I think some of the guests might never leave.